Good morning and welcome. I am Bonnie Kane, and it is my privilege to welcome you to this new school year. Waco ISD continues to trend upward in area after area after area, and for good reason. You and your hard work, you and your commitment to providing a quality education for all of the students in Waco ISD. We are here this morning to celebrate you and all of your hard work. But first, Mr. Alfredo Laredo will introduce our presentation of colors.
The Waco High School Junior ROTC Color Guard is under the direction of First Sergeant James Hart and Command Sergeant Major Willie Jones. Members of the Color Guard include Cadet Private Zuniga, Cadet Private Estrada, Cadet Private Medina, and Cadet Private Ramirez. Please stand. The Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Cadet Private Galan, followed by the singing of the United States National Anthem by Waco High School senior Nick Atkins.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What a voice. Thank you, Nick Atkins. Wow. The Region 12 Education Service Center serves 76 public schools, 11 charter schools in 12 counties. Each year, Region 12 recognizes one school board whose dedication and ethical service has made a positive impact upon the children in that board school district. This year, the Waco Independent School District's Board of Trustees was selected by Region 12 to represent districts more than 1,000 students, a well-earned award for our board. We are proud of our board for their outstanding leadership of the district and their dedication to improving the quality of education in Waco ISD. Board, we thank you for your service, and it is my privilege to introduce you. First, we will begin with President Pat Atkins. I have been told that Nick's voice does not come from his father, but from his mother, Sandy, a teacher at Hillcrest. Obviously, people agree. Maybe they've heard you singing in church. Vice President Alan Sykes. Secretary, Mr. Norman Manning. Our newest member and former teacher, Miss Stephanie Cordaweg. Mr. Larry Perez, member. Miss Angela Tikel, member.
Every one of you knows that a teacher can do absolutely everything right, and some of those students still not get it. If we're going to complete this turnaround, if we're going to have the public schools that our community expects, and more importantly, the schools our students deserve, we don't need more staff downtown working with our teachers. We need more staff on our campuses working with our kids. Families are not fleeing Waco ISD. In fact, last year, we had 84 more students than we had the year before. The truth is, we have some critical areas that it's easy for the doubters to latch onto and focus on. And we're looking at ways to provide campus-based mental health services. We're looking at adding paraprofessionals to help with some of the most time-consuming requirements of programs like RTI. Gayla Reed and her folks have put together a reading initiative that's going to include 120 minutes of reading instruction every day, including 90 minutes of uninterrupted instruction. This board will be discussing a proposal to add 134 instructional aides across the district. An aide in every pre-K room, an aide in every kindergarten room, and an aide for every 2 classes in first and second grade. And Human Resources is looking at increasing the pay for our aides and paraprofessionals. We're looking at adding even more reading teachers so that those push-in teachers can cover every English class every day. We know this job can be tough, and we want to get you the support you need in your classrooms. This investment will ensure that every junior and every senior in Waco ISD can take every dual credit course they want at McLennan Community College at no cost to their family. This could be a game changer. This could change that community narrative about the Waco schools. Now, many of you are going to help with this. You're going to want to help change that narrative, help explain how all these new positions will help you and all students and teachers across the district. So today, I'm going to ask everyone in this arena to join me in making a pledge. That other narrative, that narrative of families fleeing a crumbling district in decline, that narrative ends today.
Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, the champion fighter of all things, Waco Independent School District, let's welcome our school board president, Mr. Pat Atkins!
One of those people who tends to take everything you say literally. The person who you kind of have to be careful what you say around them because they take everything literally. A few days ago, Dr. Kane and I made a presentation to a business group in town. As we were leaving, we walked across the parking lot, and we were talking about Donald Trump's entrance at the Republican convention with the backlit silhouette and the smoke coming forth from smoke machines, and "We Are the Champions" playing. And she started talking about, well, at Convocation, we can lower you from the ceiling with smoke billowing. And we can play the theme from Rocky. And we laughed. Because we were joking. Later that day, I got an email from a teacher at Waco High. So I just received a phone call that you're in Convocation in a cloud of fog. Wondered if I had a fog machine. Wow, you're such a diva.
And so I responded, said, no, we were kidding. We were talking about this Donald Trump. It was a joke. And he said, well, the request I received was serious. Ha, ha, ha. This will be swell. So then I sent a message to Dr. Kane and said, look, the Trump-like thing, it was a joke. And I got this bizarre response about golden, sparkly arched bridges, doves gently flying overhead, and gilded angels. So I made my last plea yesterday to our new communications director, Bruce Geetha, and said, please, no smoke. We just need minimalist. And yesterday afternoon, I finally got a text from Bruce, and it said, I relayed your message. Great. And then I got another text that said, was told you will have smoke. And so back to those people who tend to take everything literally. Dr. Kane, sometimes I really dislike those people. Good morning. Be honest with you. Preparing remarks for Convocation this year proved unexpectedly difficult. To be honest, there have been times when I've stood before you and I knew exactly what needed to be said. 11 years ago at Waco Hall, I reminded you that there's a hell of a lot more to education than tax tests and tax results and 9 weeks assessments. And last year we talked about the need to change a community narrative that fails to give our students credit for everything they accomplish. But now, probably because of those speeches, it's all been done, right? We've eliminated the overemphasis on standardized tests. And obviously we've changed the perception of Waco ISD as evidenced by the fact that all the charter schools, private schools all over town are closing. Yeah, right. I wish it were that easy. But the work we're doing is hard, and it takes time. And one speech, frankly, doesn't move the needle very much, if at all. Let's talk a minute about what that hard looks like. In the city of Waco, almost 30% of our families live in poverty. More than 87% of students in Waco ISD last year received free or reduced lunch. More than 3/4 of our students are characterized as at risk by TEA. And more importantly, your job is hard. I've seen the late nights and the weekends you spend on your campuses and at home preparing lesson plans and grading papers and inputting grades. You often have to deal with difficult parents and disruptive students. At times you have this feeling of almost isolation in your classroom. And other times there are these unwelcome intrusions as administrators walk through tapping notes out on their iPad. And then there's the pressure, not only the pressure of a state accountability system, but also local initiatives from this board and the administration, expectations from principals and from parents, and from a city that continues to want to see results. And as I noted 11 years ago, most of you can't even go to the restroom when you want to. How many new employees do we have in the district here today? Either you're new to the profession or you're brand new to Waco ISD. All right, I want to talk a second specifically to you. Everything I just said about it being hard doesn't apply to you. I'm sure your classes are going to be like Garrison Keeler's description of Lake Wobegon, where the women are all strong, the men are all good looking, and I'm sure all your students are going to be above average. No, what you do and what we're doing as a community is hard. But a couple of weeks ago, we took Nick on a college visit. And by the way, Dr. Kane's right. What you heard up here, that was entirely his mama's DNA. You didn't have to agree. We got to talk to the director of this musical theater program, and he talked about young musical theater students, and they think it's all going to be fun and expressive and creative. And he has to tell them, no, a career in the theater is hard work. And he said he has to describe it like marriage. You know, before you get married, we're so in love, we're never going to have any problems. We're never going to fight. We're always going to love each other so much. We're just always going to be happy. But then you get married. And you find out it's hard work. But that marriage can also be the most powerful and beautiful experience of your life. That professor called it beautifully hard. And that's what working in Waco ISD is. It's hard. It's beautifully hard. We've talked about the hard. How about the beautiful? Let's start with my wife. That actually didn't sound that cheesy when I wrote it. Sandy's taught in Waco ISD for years. And we run into her former students everywhere. We run into them at HEB and at the furniture store and at community festivals. Some of them still come by our house and trick or treat at Halloween. And without fail, when she sees one of her former students, her voice literally changes. It gets higher. And there's this literal combination of laughter and joy and love that all come together in her voice. There is this powerful bond, this relationship between her and her students. And it's beautiful. I'll give you another example of beautifully hard. Crestview Assistant Principal Adam Lackey posted something on Facebook last September. He said he was dropping his son off, Caleb, at Waco High, when a former student saw him and came running up to say hi. And Adam's wife, Jo, actually teaches in the district too. She's a life skills teacher. And the student was actually one of Jo's kids, but also did things with Adam's middle school kids over at Lake Waco. After they visited for a while, the student reached into his bag. I'm going to let Adam's words take it from there. He pulled out a couple of photo albums and said, "You remember Caleb being this small? Look, there's us," pointing to different pictures of Jo, Caleb, and me in this photo, in his photo albums. He said, "Remember my Lake Waco school family? You're my family." And Adam continued, "Keep in mind, I had not seen this student for 5 years. But not only did he keep pictures of us, he carried them around with him. And moments like this remind me of not only why we go into education, but also that teaching the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s aren't always the most important things we provide our students. And sometimes without even knowing it. That is why I choose to be an educator." You know, working in Waco ISD is beautiful because, as Dr. Kane said, it's a great time to be a part of this district. Test scores are going up district-wide. You know, the state of Texas last year administered 17 STAR tests. And in Waco ISD, our results went up on 12 of those 17 tests last year. And that's with a higher standard. You had to get more questions right, and we still went up on 12. Let me draw a comparison. Waco ISD went up on 12 out of 17. The rest of the state average, only went up on 6. So we did twice as much improvement on average as the rest of the state of Texas. And some of that improvement was amazing. These middle school folks sitting up here in front, the scores for the 8th grade cohort in reading went up 19 points. Fifth and 8th grade scores in math went 20 and 22 points higher than those same kids did the year before. Nobody makes that kind of progress in 1 year. Nobody makes that kind of progress in 1 year, but it's happening here. And as that video showed, last fall, because of your efforts, the voters and taxpayers in this community did approve our TRE. And they approved a 13-cent tax increase that's going to bring in $8.2 million every year to address behavior and literacy and provide dual credit opportunities for our students. Now, I'll be honest, I think it's beautiful that we have a National History Day national champion. And all-state musicians like Nick. We have musical productions and programs like the Atlas Academy that are literally bringing families back to the Waco Public Schools. And it's a beautiful time to be in Waco ISD because we're one of just a handful of districts in the entire state going through the process of becoming a district of innovation to free us up to do even more. And it's a beautiful time to be part of the Waco community. And not just because of Chip and Joanna. Over the last 5 years, we have entered an unprecedented era of cooperation between governmental entities and community support. We have initiatives like Prosper Waco, where the city and the school district and MCC, all the hospital and health systems, the foundations, the nonprofits, and other community leaders have all come together to really take on the issues of health and education and poverty. Because of support from our business community, we've been able to put in place innovative programs like the Advanced Healthcare and Advanced Manufacturing Academy. And now we're looking at adding a Construction Trades Academy at Guama. And this year we'll begin new partnerships, like the Cove, that's going to help meet the needs of our homeless population. And we'll continue having conversations through our district transformation committees about how we can better allocate community resources on and around our struggling campuses. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been through some difficult times. But I'm here today to tell you the foundation has been laid, and we are poised to have success in this district that would have been completely unimaginable 5 years ago. And I want to close with this observation. The work you're doing is important. Learners today, leaders tomorrow. I'll be honest, I never really liked that slogan. Sure, I mean, some of our kids are going to go on to become leaders in the traditional sense, but a lot of them will not. And so it's really incomplete. It should say tomorrow's mothers, tomorrow's fathers, tomorrow's Little League coaches and Sunday school teachers, tomorrow's neighbors, tomorrow's citizens, and real members of our community. That's why what you do is important. And this work is hard, and it will take time. You know, one of our public forums on the TRE, a local bank president, David Lacey, got up and spoke. And he was supportive of the initiative. In fact, he said the things we're putting in place could be historic. But he wanted to remind folks that these sorts of efforts take time. And he drew an analogy to an oak tree. And he said, someone makes the important decision to plant that oak in the ground. But it's the individual who comes along 20 or 25 years later that really gets to see the majesty of that tree, that gets to sit beneath its branches and gets to enjoy its shade. When we were driving back from St. Louis a couple of weeks ago, we listened to the soundtrack from Hamilton. And at the end, Alexander Hamilton is shot. Spoiler alert. But he's lying there and he's contemplating what's a legacy. He says it's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. But if you want to do this beautifully hard work of ensuring that every child in our community gets to maximize his or her potential, if you want to be a part of something that's bigger than you, if you know in your heart you can give a child hope, that you can give them someone to believe in and someone who believes in them, if you want to connect with a child the same way that certain coach or teacher once transformed your life, and if you want to help us do the beautifully hard work of transforming this community, then join us as we take Waco ISD into the future. Join us as we continue our mission of transforming public education in this community, of doing what they say can't be done. Join us as every day we do the beautifully hard work of changing the lives of students all across this community. God bless you, have a great year, and thank you.
Sorry, I was actually scheduled to be making my way up as Mr. Atkins finished, but I was so engrossed and moved by what he said that I'm late. What a speech and what a way to get this year started. Now we have a few awards. I would like to ask the board members to go to your tables. I would like to ask our runners to come here. I would like to remind the staff that I think your principals told you when your name is called what table to go to. We're going to be taking a lot of photographs. Last year, one bit of feedback we got back was that we didn't have enough pictures, so we had kind of like roving photographers. Some people wanted some special pictures. If we have a photographer, a board member, and an assistant at each table. If your principal is sitting here and you want your principal in the picture, ask them if they can come join you, because this is your day. We want to honor you. There is no substitute for quality experience and teachers who are willing to share the valuable lessons they have learned through the years. We now honor our 7 full-time classroom teachers with 40 or more years experience. Ms. Benson, please take one of these bouquet of flowers for delivery to Miss Jane Sykes, math teacher at the Atlas Academy with 41 years of teaching experience. Dr. McClanahan, please select one of these ice chests for delivery to Mr. George Snookhouse, social studies teacher, Chavez Middle School with 41 years experience. Miss Pate, please take a bouquet of flowers for delivery to Miss Brenda Tidwell, supplemental instructional teacher at Parkdale Elementary, also with 42 years experience. Mr. Carpenter, a bouquet of flowers for Miss Gloria McCall, reset teacher, Brook Avenue Elementary, who has 44 years of experience. Miss McKeffin, flowers, delivery, Miss Sandra Jennings, Hillcrest PDS, 3rd grade, 46 years experience. Mr. Hartley, flowers and an umbrella. This is for our teacher with most experience, 47 years of teaching experience, Tennyson Middle School, Miss Catherine Morris. For every ending, there is a new beginning. Many of you in this room ended your own public school education career in a Waco ISD school. We're always so proud when you choose to come back and work with us. If you graduated from any Waco ISD school that ever existed, high school, stand up so we can thank you for coming back home. Stand up. I will now reintroduce several educators we honored this past spring. Of our reigning elementary teacher of the year, a fellow teacher wrote, "She always serves others first and offers her students a heart of compassion and a spirit of grace. She is a model of exceptional leadership and always exemplifies what it means to be a passionate, positive, service-minded teacher. Please join me in once again congratulating the Waco ISD Elementary Teacher of the Year, Bells Hill Elementary, Alicia Oliver. Waco ISD's reigning Secondary Teacher of the Year specializes in igniting the learning process. By combining his passion for United States history with a unique approach to teaching, he creates lessons that make learning fun and engaging. On any given day, you may find his students reenacting the crash of 1929 or D-Day on Omaha Beach. This teacher will do whatever it takes to get his students excited about learning history, even if it means wearing a purple kilt to school. Please join me in recognizing Waco ISD Secondary Teacher of the Year, University High School's very own Mr. Nick DeVoost. As the future success of public education depends on the availability of promising men and women passionate about the vocation of teaching, Waco ISD established the Virginia Dupuy First Year Teacher Award to honor its rising stars. The award is named after a former teacher, former mayor, and one of Waco's foremost public education supporters, Miss Virginia Dupuy. Last May, the Virginia Dupuy Award was presented to Katie Washburn, 9th grade English Language Arts reading teacher at Waco High. Miss Washburn's principal, Ed Love, said that Miss Washburn is the ultimate team player. She has emerged as a leader on our campus by working with teachers in all grades in all subject areas. In addition, Miss Washburn keeps her students engaged in learning. Her classroom literally buzzes with activity. Join me in congratulating Katie Washburn, WISD's 2016 Rising Star. Great teachers have great principals. Last spring, we honored Cedar Ridge Principal Helen Smith for setting and maintaining the highest of standards on her campus as she continually encouraged teachers and assisted in seeking solutions for individual students who struggled with their learning. Miss Helen Smith. Cedar Ridge. We have a few new recognitions this year. Two of them include our special education paraprofessionals who always go above and beyond in helping our kids and our teachers and our parents. Anyone who's been on the campus knows how critical it is to have quality special education paraprofessionals in every event, but when it comes to our students with special needs, there is a special heart that they have to have. This year's Elementary Paraprofessional of the Year for Special Needs Education is a functional academics paraprofessional at Lake Air Montessori Magnet. Hilda Acevedo has been a devoted employee of Waco ISD for 18 years, during which time she builds relationships with every child and consistently goes above and beyond in caring and teaching. This year's Secondary Paraprofessional of the Year for Special Education has been a dedicated employee with Waco ISD for 15 years. She is always willing to perform any task needed in order to best work with the students she serves. She is professional in every way and demonstrates compassion for all of her students. Maria Elias, paraprofessional for the 18+ transition program at Wiley Opportunity Center. Last fall, our school board approved an incentive program for campuses and teachers for the 3rd consecutive year. Thank you, board, for recognizing that teachers working with districts with 90% of its students from poverty have to work harder and have to work smarter. The results of last year's STAR performance and end-of-score tests have not been released. They were supposed to be released on the 5th, but they decided to wait till the day after our convocation. So component 1 for campuses that met standard and component 4 for campus distinctions will be given at the next televised board meeting, along with the money. So today, we're going to have to begin with component 2 monies. Whereas the component 1 monies are for campuses, the component 2 monies are for teachers going above and beyond in providing a wide array of the instructional strategies necessary to work with our students. For the 13-14 school year, the first year we did this, component 2 monies was $76,000. Last year, it was $96,000. This year, and we were at a recent board meeting when the scores were passed, Ms. Tikel actually said to our CFO, it sounds like we're going to have to put more money in our incentive program, and she was correct. This year, the total amount of incentive pay going directly to WISD teachers is $151,000. And you earned it. The highest single amount will be to a teacher being $4,050. That money could be yours. There was so much money to bring over here last night that we just decided to lock it up here so we wouldn't have to worry about transporting it. But then I just got word that we had a problem.
This is Good Morning Texas.
We begin this morning with breaking news from downtown Waco, where we're hearing from sources the hunt is on for a large sum of money.
It's our understanding the Waco Convention Center has been taken over by Waco ISD and nearly 1,000 teachers. We don't know if any of them are suspects in this case or whether the money is stolen or just lost.
Bruce Keatson is on the scene right now, where he is working to get more information on this missing money. Bruce, who is involved in the search and how much cash are we talking about?
And that's a great question. We don't know yet who is involved in this search, if the money is missing, it's been stolen, what the problem is. And Superintendent Bonnie Kane told us just moments ago that it was more than $151,000 to teachers and possibly even more money going to schools. Now let me give you an illustration. This is almost 900 teachers from Waco ISD. Do you guys want your money? I think that they do, so the hunt's on for that money to try to find that. I see Waco ISD Police Chief Ken Boatman over here. Ken, I think he just walked in a few minutes ago. Chief Boatman, what can you tell us?
Bruce, I can't tell you much at this point other than the fact that we still are looking for missing money. I received a call earlier this morning from my boss that told me to get my rear end out of bed and go find it.
And how much money were you told is missing?
Substantial amount, just find it. That's what I was told.
And is this all hands on deck for your office?
All hands on. I've got all 50 people looking for it.
All right, so that how could it not happen that there wouldn't be any way that the money wouldn't be found in the cash? And we see, wait a minute, here's the Board of Trustees, Norman Manning. Let's talk with him for a second. Norman, what are you doing with the phone?
I'm looking for Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go? You gonna find the money with that? How about Norman Manning, trustee? Good luck with that. We hope you're successful.
Thank you. I'm gonna find him though.
Deal. We're gonna find the money. We need the money. And I was looking for Trustee Larry Perez. He was here a second ago, and there he is. Larry, let me ask you a question. Larry, what's more important, a Pokestop, a Pikachu, or $200,000? $200,000. Larry Perez saying that. And we got another trustee over here, Alan Sykes. He's got his phone out too. Does Alan look like a Pokemon Go player? Alan, you got that phone out. What are we working on with this?
Bruce, they call these smartphones. We're gonna see how smart they really are.
All right, gonna find that money. All right, Alan Sykes, your board working hard for you today to find that money, right? So it's a big, what you don't want is that teacher look. My wife's a teacher. You know that teacher look where you give them, look at this, Oh my gosh, there's Ann Harder. Wait, we just saw you on TV. And you changed clothes too in like 5 minutes.
And I was also doing a morning show.
That's awesome. Why'd you get here so quick?
Bruce, this is a breaking story. This is a lot of money, and we had to be here when and if it is found.
Covering the news, so we're hoping for new developments. Anybody know where the money is? It's 900 teachers. This is tough to see because you guys earned that money. You did a lot of good things for that money. Attendance, performance in the classroom, a couple $100,000 maybe. I wonder if Chief, oh, here comes Chief Boatman again. Maybe he's got some good news for us. Chief, what do you got?
I got a text message that our top dog has just located the money.
Your top dog? Who's your top dog?
Our top dog, our canine, Jero.
Oh, Jero, the canine officer. Is Jero here?
He's here. He sniffed it out. They say they're bringing it up here right now.
Okay. Gonna get the money on Sergeant Freeman, and they were locating that money. We were gonna talk to Sergeant Freeman. I don't see if they're probably coming up, or we'll see if they get up here on stage here shortly. I did talk to Sergeant Freeman.
He's coming in the back. Let me go see if I can hear him.
He's coming in the back. You gonna try to find him? We'll see. Y'all are familiar with Jero, the canine officer? Second year on the job. He was Rookie of the Year last year. If he finds the money, is he gonna get an award again? I would think so. The top dog. Let's see if Chief Boatman and Jero and Sergeant Freeman are in here. I see Jero. Jero's a little nervous about around big crowds, but let's check up on stage. With the money bag. All the money. Good job, Jero. Sergeant Freeman, where did you guys find it? Where did Jero find it? I thought he was a drug dog, but nose for money, smart dog. I did talk to Jero before this started because I saw him and I said, what do you think about this case that Hunt? He said it might be kind of rough. All right, good job. Sergeant Freeman, Jero, Chief Boatman, everybody, Board of Trustees. Now to Dr. Bonnie Kane, ready to give away some money?
I've counted it, and it's all here.
Oh, very good. All right.
So hats off to Officer Jero.
Yep. Congratulations, teachers. We appreciate you.
Component 2 monies for teachers going above and beyond and working with students and for not giving up. First recipient from Waco High, Stephen Petrie, $50. Lake Air Montessori, Samantha Schwarzenberg, $75. University High, Jeffrey Cornell, $75. Indian Spring Middle School, Kelsey Schlesman, $100. Lake Air Montessori, Haley Dean, $100. Lake Air Montessori, Kathy Moore, $105. Lake Air Montessori, Natalia Tallis, $150. Lake Air Montessori, Elizabeth Hunter, $150. Lake Air Montessori, Cherie Noel, $225. Tennyson Middle School, Kelsey Weldon, $250. Lake Air Montessori, Angela Haygood, $280. Lake Air Montessori, Mark Cross, $300. We're gonna get some athletic shoes. Coach Tusa, we need to be working on my runners here. Crestview Elementary, Lysandra Ballard, $400. Hillcrest, Bianca Ochoa, $420. Waco High, Nora Burnham, $420. University High, Jacqueline Cordova, $425. Waco High, Brendan Smith, $425. Hillcrest, PDS, Kimberly Arnold, $455. West Avenue Elementary, Lakaya Satchel, $475. Lake Air Montessori, Gretchen Abston, $500. Mountain View Elementary, Lauren Spillers, $500. I think I need to slow down. Should I slow down or should I really work them? What do y'all think? Lake Air Montessori, Terry Vaughn, $525. Bells Hill, Amelia Nolan, $550. Hillcrest PDS, Sandra Jennings, $550. Kendrick Elementary, Casey Coulter, $550. South Waco Elementary, Joseph Roberts, $550. Waco High, Jefferson Gunn, $560. Bells Hill, Amber Jamie, $575. Dean Highland, Marlene Sumac, $575. Kendrick Elementary, Serena Carrizales, $575. Provident Heights Elementary, Susan McCall, $575. University High, Sharon Inbody, $595. Dean Highland, Hannah Weber, $600. West Avenue, $625. Lumina Howard. Atlas Academy, $650. Kelsey Weldon. Atlas Academy, James Vila, $650. Kendrick Elementary, Andrea Vonick, $650. Cedar Ridge Elementary, $665, Cindy Gomez. Hillcrest PDS, $675, Christy Clark. Hillcrest PDS, Karen Reeves, $700. Parkdale Elementary, Luann Walker, $700. West Avenue Elementary, $725, Michelle Krug. Cedar Ridge Elementary, $750, Laura Cowan. University High, $750, Kelly Cunningham. Alta Vista, $770, Hannah Rawls. Hillcrest PDS, $770, Mary Battles. Hillcrest PDS, $770, Rachel Lieber. Dean Highland Elementary, $775, Deborah Byford. Kendrick Elementary, $800, Kendra Saladiner. Mountain View Elementary, $800, Candace Stryker. Provident Heights Elementary, Nellie Perez, $800. Carver Middle School, $805, Ashley Bridgewater. Parkdale Elementary, $825, Crystal Stanford. Cedar Ridge Elementary, $875, Angela Lowe. Cedar Ridge Elementary, $875, Kelly Livingston. Dean Highland Elementary, $900, Rhonda Brackens. Parkdale Elementary, $925, Jennifer Aiken. Tennyson Middle School, $925, Nicole Rodriguez. $945. Dean Highland Elementary, Lisa Wilson. Hillcrest PDS, Mary Davis, $945. Alta Vista Elementary, Krista Ogden, $950. Bells Hill, $950, Ronald Williams. Also $950, Parkdale Elementary, Megan Perez. South Waco Elementary, Kristen Johnson, $950. Kendrick Elementary, $975, Christina Munez. We're now in the $1,000 range. $1,000, Parkdale Elementary's Denise Cox. Also $1,000, also Parkdale Elementary, Brenda Tidwell. Also $1,000, South Waco Elementary, Kenneth Rodriguez. Waco High, $1,025, John Weeks. $1,050, Hillcrest PDS, Jenna Zaribani. $1,050, Providence Heights, Lorraine Randazzo. $1,075, Eileen Kowalski, Lake Air, Montessori. $1,085, Bells Hill, Melanie Simmons. Also Bells Hill, Diane Bjornson, $1,100. South Waco Elementary, $1,100, Sandra Maxwell. University High, Milton Vasquez, $1,100. Waco High, Kenneth Heller, $1,100. Waco High, $1,100, Tara Mulcahy. Kendrick Elementary, $1,125, Alyssa Hill. Waco High, $1,125, Jeffrey Bray. Bells Hill, Ashley Hahn, $1,155. Providence Heights, $1,155, Roberto Middle. University High, $1,175, Anna Chapa. $1,225, Alta Vista, Mary Spark. Carver Middle School, $1,225, Shelby Lee. University High, $1,250, Daniel Flegging. University High, Lauren Blue, $1,260. Indian Spring Middle School, $1,330, Savannah Carr. Tennyson Middle School, $1,375, Aaron Allen. $1,400, Bells Hill, Michael Richter. $1,400, Waco High, Lynn McNeil. $1,475, Tennyson Middle School, Catherine Morris. $1,500, University High, Linda Talley. $1,505, Cedar Ridge, Laura Dela Cruz Islas. Cesar Chavez Middle School, $1,505, Pauline Walton. $1,505, Waco High, William Mata. Dean Highland, $1,540, Lisa Reyna. $1,550, Bells Hill, Jennifer Garza. Kendrick Elementary, $1,575. Miranda Romero. Tennyson Middle School, $1,575. Kelsey Allison. Cesar Chavez, $1,680. Emily Dyson. Cesar Chavez, $1,750. Barbara Edie. Lake Air Montessori, $1,775. Darren Brock. Waco High, $1,785. Larry Kling. Waco High, $1,785. Alex Gonzalez. Crestview Elementary, $1,850. Amanda Coatney. We're now in the $2,000 range. You need to know who to be friends here. We're calling out these names so you'll know who to be friends with. These people are leaving with some money. $2,000. Cesar Chavez. Christine Gofina. $2,100. Crestview Elementary. Margie Gillenwater. Indian Spring Middle School, $2,125. Rustin Reisinger. University High, $2,135. Carolina Gutierrez. $2,150. Tennyson Middle School, Arlena Nixon. Bells Hill, $2,175. Erica Galvan. University High, $2,170. The man with the kilt, Nicholas DeVoost. Cesar Chavez, $2,250. Susan Duty. Waco High, $2,345. Tamika Harford. Waco High, $2,350. Catherine Hopkins. $2,380. University High, Alberta Neal. Cesar Chavez, $2,500. Molly Laxon. Cesar Chavez, $2,500. Brittany Marek. University High, $2,700. Telly Ramsey. Kendrick Elementary, $2,750. Lena Ortiz. University High, $2,975. Samantha McNeely. University High, $2,975. Teresa Lloyd. We're now in the $3,000 range. Bells Hill, $3,200. Garrett Nolan. Cesar Chavez, $3,290. Amanda Terry. Waco High, $3,550. Lisa DeVoost. University High, $3,900. Ashley Keister. And our $4,050 winner, University High, Stephanie Bailey. The College Board's advanced placement examinations are the most rigorous assessments for which high schoolers can sit. 2 years ago, Waco ISD awarded $4,115 in advanced placement incentive monies. Last year, we awarded $7,630 in advanced placement incentive monies. This year, we are awarding $8,810 in advanced placement incentive monies. Waco High, Statistics, Anthony Scarfo, $65. Waco High, Studio Art, Joel Calissimo, $165. Waco High, U.S. History, Lisa DeVoost, $165. Waco High, English Literature, Susan Giddings, $230. University High, English Literature, Rachel Martinez Baker, $275. University High, Calculus, Caitlin Thielen, $280. We will pause for technical difficulties. We were supposed to be in the moment. I want everyone to close your eyes and Ready? Okay. I don't even know where I was. Timothy Adace, Waco High Biology, $295. Waco High School, Music Theory, $455. Christy Lujan. Waco High School, Spanish Language, Guadalupe Goodman, $615. Tennyson Middle School, Spanish Language, Amanda York, $770. In our interim, I skipped University High Calculus, $280, Caitlin Thielen. Waco High School, $1,000. Okay, well, I think, do we do York? When you're ADHD and someone interrupts you, it's really hard, okay? Because your mind is here and you're actually on this page. Okay, we got Christy Lujan, Music Theory. We got Spanish Language, Waco High, $650, Guadalupe Goodman. Tennyson Middle School, Spanish Language, $770, Amanda York. University High School, Human Geography, $1,095, Dan Flegging. Waco High School, English Language, $1,145, Jessica Castilla. Waco High School, Human Geography, $1,435, Christine Williams. And the teacher with the greatest amount of AP monies, let's add an umbrella to that check. Make certain it's a purple umbrella because this is University High. Spanish Language, Reyes Lopez, $1,820. We skipped a longevity award. 44 years. Michael Adams, University High. I'm assuming it's a ice chest. We will get you one. Late breaking story. When you hire a news person, they just love the late breaking story. So thank you, Mr. Geetson. In pre-kindergarten through second grade, growth and development of reading ability is critical to student success. Outstanding instructional practices at the early grades result in student success in the subsequent grades. Our secondary schools are very supportive of our early literacy program. because the early literacy program can solve a lot of problems for every secondary teacher. For our purposes today, student success is identified as the difference in the average scale score from the beginning of the year to the end of the year on the iStation STAR screeners. Pre-kindergarten, kindergarten, and first grade scores were taken from the STAR Early Literacy Screener, and second grade scores were taken from the STAR Reading Screener. The top performing pre-kindergarten teachers. $550 winner. We had 2 tied for 10th place. Brook Avenue's Diana Silva, $550. Tied with Cedar Ridge's Miriam Robertson, $550. Ninth place, $600. AM regular pre-K Iris Hernandez, Bells Hill Elementary. Next, Dean Highland, $650. Teresa Alanis Espinoza. Tied with Provident Heights, $650 also, Jorge de Alva Cardenas. Sixth place, Cedar Ridge Elementary, $700, Francis Mendoza. Fifth place, Alta Vista, $750, Griselda Picasso. Fourth place, Bells Hill, $850. This name's going to sound familiar because I just said she was the 9th place winner. She teaches a regular pre-K and a bilingual pre-K, morning and afternoon, pre-K. So she won for her bilingual and for her regular class. Iris Hernandez, $850 more. That's some hard teaching all day. Third place, $900, Provident Heights, Valerie Bravo. Second place, $950, Parkdale Elementary, Whitney Downing. Okay, we're going to show you the banners that we give our top guns. Dr. McDermott is going to be Vanna White here for us. We get a door, very good, a door to go over your door. We get this banner that sometimes I understand the principal confiscates to put at the front, which is, I'm going to leave that to the campus. The door badge goes over the door, $1,000, and the distinction of being Waco ISD's top gun pre-K teacher teaching at J.H. Hines Elementary, Kristen Pilscott. Now we have kindergarten. We have 5 people tied for 9th place. $600 each, in no particular order. Cedar Ridge, Denise Masters. Hillcrest PDS, Emily Draper. Lake Air Montessori, Fallon Bodon. Parkdale Elementary, Dara Burleson. And Parkdale Elementary, Debbie Van Cleve. Which puts us up to 6th place, kindergarten, $750. Oh, actually, we had 3 people tied for 6th place, each getting $750 in no particular order. Dean Highlands, Lindsay Harness. Hillcrest PDS, Betsy Bracken. Kendricks Jacqueline Land. We have 3 teachers tied for 3rd place, in no particular order, $900 each. Dean Highlands, Krista Perales. Parkdale Elementary's Kathy Henson. West Avenue, Angela Mendez. In 2nd place, $950, Bells Hill Elementary, Delia Trevino. Okay, ladies, get out the banner, get out the $1,000, get out the door sign. The distinction of being WISD's Top Gun kindergarten teacher teaching at Cedar Ridge Elementary, Hope Garza. On to 1st grade. We have 5 tied for 11th place, $500 each. Crestviews, Aldo Gonzalez Gutierrez. Kendrick Elementary, Lisa Richards. Lake Air Montessori, Elizabeth Lane. Provident Heights, Elizabeth Ballard. West Avenue, Angel Wright. We have 2 people tied for 9th place, $600 each. Cedar Ridge, Yolanda Azuris. Parkdale, Pam Cooper. We have 2 people tied for 7th place, $700 each. Bells Hill, Alicia Oliver, our elementary teacher of the year. Brook Avenues, Whitley Uptmore. One person in 6th place, $750. Alta Vista, Mallory Greer. 2 teachers tied 4th place, $850 each. Bells Hills, Lisa Rowe. And Kendrick's, Mary Sampson. Two teachers tied for 2nd place, both from Parkdale. Joanne Slaughter and Gloria Rivera. Okay, Mr. Carpenter, do you have that $1,000 in hand? You have the banner? You have the door sign? Okay, take this to the teacher with the distinction of being WISD's Top Gun 1st grade teacher from Dean Highland Elementary, Jeanette Anderson. Now for 2nd grade. 11th place, Crestview, $500, Amanda Ziegler. We have 4 teachers tied for 7th place, Alta Vista, Shannon Summers. Brook Avenue's Francisco Jimenez. Brook Avenue's Francisca Morales. and Crestview Salvas Rivera. Sixth place, $750, Mountain View Elementary, Laura Alford. Dean Highland, $800, Corin Mason. Fifth place. Fourth place, Dean Highland, $850, Teresa Campini. Lake Air Montessori, third place, $900, Mark Cross. Second place, $950, Dean Highland, Greg Oob. Miss McKethan, you're going to need $1,000. You're going to need a banner. You're going to need the door sign. Coach Tusa, does she have all that stuff? I don't want to go out there empty-handed, because we need to take this to the teacher with the distinction of being WISD's Top Gun second grade teacher teaching at Alta Vista Elementary, Teresa Bernard. Many teachers work above and beyond to help those students who particularly struggle to pass one or more end-of-course exams, also known as retesters. Each campus is receiving $35 for retesters passing on the first retesting attempt, $45 for students who were not seniors in 2016 but passed after 2 or more attempts, and $50 per senior passing the test regardless of attempts. For Brazos High School, Ms. Daphne Latchinson, principal, $1,105. Keep an eye on him. For University High School, Dr. Bill Shepard, $4,175. Waco High School. Mr. Love, are you here? Mr. Love, he's already over there waiting for his check. Well, it's down here, and it is for $7,120. For those teachers who are especially successful in teaching low SES students, excellence is a day-to-day commitment. Students labeled GT are taken out of this category that we're about to award. Only non-GT low SES students are counted for this set of awards. In cases of ties of percentages, the list was ranked for actual number of students. The top 11 Waco ISD teachers in this category are 11th place, $500 with 92%, University High's Telly Walthall. In 10th place, with 93% of his non-GT low SES students passing the EOC, $550, Kenneth Heller, Waco High. $600, 95%, University High, Ashley Keister. Two tied at 96%, $650 for 23 records. We call them student of record, teacher of record for the students. The 23 students in this category, Crestview Elementary, Amanda Coatney. $700, Catherine Hopkins, Waco High, 96%, 46 students. $750, 98%, University High, Stephanie Bailey. Fifth place, $800, 100% of all of his students, there were 4, Lake Air Montessori, but all of his students, non-GT, low SES, passed 100%, Mark Cross. Also at Lake Air Montessori, 100%, only 10 students, Gretchen Abston, $850. Also at 100%, 15 records, University High School, $900 for Dan Flegging. In second place, 100%, 24 students, $950, Bells Hill Elementary, Jennifer Garza. Top Gun for tireless work with low SES students, with 100% of her 47 low SE students mastering star, receiving this banner and door sign and the distinction of being Top Gun from Kendrick Elementary, Lena Ortiz. While Met Standard is one mark, advanced performance is quite another. Identified gifted students were included when calculating this category. Waco ISD's 15-16 top 11 STAR, S-T-A-A-R, advanced champs are those teachers who had the highest percentages of low SES students scoring at the advanced level. With 29% of her low SES students scoring at the advanced level for $500 from University High, Stephanie Bailey. Tenth place, 31% of her students scoring at the advanced, her low SES students scoring at the advanced level, Dean Highlands, Lisa Wilson. 33% for ninth place, receiving $600, Bells Hill, Ashley Hahn. Eighth place, 35% of his students achieving advanced status, Waco High's Kenneth Heller. Seventh place, $700. 36% of her students, her 5 students, low SES, achieving advanced status, Hillcrest, Bianca Ochoa. Also at 36%, but with 13 students, Bells Hill's Jennifer Garza. Fifth place, $800. 39% of her students, Crestviews, Amanda Coatney. In fourth place, $850, with 50% of his students who are low SES achieving advanced status, Lake Air Montessori's Mark Cross. We had a tie for second place, both receiving $950, both having 26 students, both at 62%, both at Atlas, Kelsey Weldon and James Villa. Waco ISD's Top Gun for highest percent, 67 to be exact. 67% of this teacher's low SE students achieving advanced performance receiving $1,000. This Top Gun banner and door sign, teaching at Lake Air Montessori, Miss Haley Dean. We're probably going to have some photo ops at the end, like for all the Top Guns, and they're working on that. Another late-breaking story. Teacher attendance is critical. Each full-time teacher with perfect attendance during the 15-16 school year after the board approved the award, we didn't go back to the beginning of the year, but after the board approved it, will receive $200. Part-time teachers will receive $100. In no particular order: Chavez science teacher, Laura Marta. Provident Heights sit teacher, Elizabeth Wicklund. Waco High School career technology education, Jeffrey Davies. Waco High School English teacher, Sarah Hudson. Waco High School mock trial and debate teacher, Rick Lowe. Cedar Ridge kindergarten bilingual teacher, Esperanza Garza de Alba. Hillcrest PDS, 4th grade ESL teacher, Rachel Lieber. Crestview music teacher, Victor Flores. Kendrick's 1st grade ESL teacher, Lisa Richards. Waco High School credit recovery teacher and coach, Sol Ross. Bells Hill 1st grade ESL teacher, Barry Horst. Carver assistant band director, Michelle Nelson. Alta Vista 1st grade ESL teacher, Mallory Greer. Dean Highland kindergarten teacher, Crystal Perales. Hillcrest PDS PE teacher, Jennifer Stevens. Provident Heights pre-K bilingual teacher, Jorge de Alba Cardenas. Dean Highlands 3rd grade teacher, Corinne Mason. Bell Hills 4th grade ESL teacher, Diane Bjornson. Provident Heights 3rd grade bilingual teacher, Roberto Middle. Lake Air Montessori special ed teacher, Ghana Leggett. Hillcrest PDS kindergarten teacher, Patricia Whitley. Crestview's 5th grade teacher, Margie Gillenwater. Tennyson science teacher and coach, Michael Jones. Cedar Ridge 2nd grade bilingual teacher, Grecia Chavetta. Waco High School math teacher, Robert Ruhlmeyer. Bells Hill special education teacher, Michelle Micus. First grade bilingual teacher, Alta Vista Elementary, Elena Torres Breeding. Cedar Ridge kindergarten ESL teacher, Kimberly Huffman. Provident Heights Reset Classroom teacher, Jill Kroll. West Avenue 5th grade teacher, Michelle Krug. Lake Air Montessori pre-K teacher, Megan Perez. Brazos High School social studies teacher, Jessie Villarreal. Lake Air Montessori supplemental instruction teacher, Stephen Salveson. Alta Vista music teacher, Cynthia Broughton. And last but certainly not least, Crestview 2nd grade bilingual teacher, Alejandra Perez Maldonado de la Fuente. What did I do? Energy consciousness helps save district monies that can be spent for supplies, salaries, and for incentives. Roger Perez, Waco ISD's environmental manager, energy manager, compared kilowatt per hour percentages between 14-15 and the 15-16 school year. We didn't want to compare campuses because our newer campuses are energy savings, and we have some older campuses that are not particularly energy efficient. So we couldn't compare those, so we just compared year to year who saved from year to year. In third place, receiving 3 district umbrellas to give away to campus staff, Mountain View Elementary. In second place, receiving 6 district umbrellas to give away to campus staff with a 7.1% savings from last year to this year, Tennyson Middle School. The campus with the greatest percent savings, 8.3% to be exact, on electricity usage from the 14-15 school year to the 15-16 school year, receiving $5,000, is the Greater Waco Advanced Manufacturing Academy, better known as GWAMA. There is one last incentive. We really made gains last year. Waco ISD is trending upward because of all of your hard work. Because of all of that hard work, I am approving the wearing of blue jeans on Friday for the entire fall semester, so long as the jeans are worn with campus or department shirts. Board, I'm not certain. We didn't need to give all that money. All we needed to say was they could wear jeans. So y'all had to know that I went out to buy a size 2 so y'all would think these were the jeans that I wore, okay? Those are not my jeans. In less than 1 week, our students return. They will be in your classrooms, they'll be in your hallways, they'll be in the lunchroom, they'll be waiting for a ride home, they'll be in your thoughts after school, and they will even be in your dreams from time to time because I know how you worry about them. Each one of those students is looking for just one person to care for them, just one person to notice them, just one person who would let them have a picture in an album so they can carry it around, because you may be their family. You may not even think about when you walk behind them and touch them on the shoulder that you may be the only person who touched them that day. When you stand at your door and say hello or how are you, you may be the first adult who talked to them that day in a kind voice. When you take that extra time to write a special note on a paper or to say something or just to listen to them about their dog or whatever story they're telling, that may be the just one person for them and you don't know it because they're probably not going to tell you. I'm asking that you be that just one person. This school year, we will ensure that Waco narrative that Mr. Atkins talked about has changed and has changed forever. Thank you for participating in our convocation. I ask God's blessing on you and your work for this upcoming school year.